Everybody deserves a sword, whether it be made of steel or wood. So I'm going to try to make one out of American beech. I have a rough sawn piece of wood, and I'm going to use the planer to smooth it out and get it into a usable form. I marked out a rough shape of it with Sharpie, and I'm going to cut it out and rough sand it. I got bored of using the handsaw, so I actually went to the jigsaw and cut it that way. And I believe I'm using 80 grit, or maybe 60, to rough it out more, or I guess not rough it, shape it out more. And I think I went up to 120, and then 220, or 240. And I'm thinning the blade out because it's significantly too thick to be practical. So I think it's probably about half an inch or so thick. And I put the fuller, I think it's called, in with a Dremel tool and some sanding wheel thing. And then I rounded the handle with the Dremel and more sandpaper. Once that was done, I went to put the bevel on with the Dremel, but it was taking far too long, so I just went to the sander, and definitely the preferred method. And I'm gonna sand it down by hand to get out most of the rough grooves from the sander. And the guard, I'm putting in kind of a swoop almost in it to make it look less blocky and more like a actual sword. And then the pommel, I shaped a bit more to get the angles more sharp and defined and smooth the wood out. And then I'm putting some decorative grooves throughout the handle. And then I also forgot to film this part, but I put a cross on the guard for aesthetics. And then I'm using Tried and True for the finish of the sword. It is food safe, not like it really matters for this, but it's an easy, fast finish to put on. This is it, all sanded and polished. Not polished. Finished, I guess. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I earned your subscription today.